Hello everyone, we are back with Glenn Velvet Reviews today. You saw I did the unboxing on this. I already got this. This is the hydraulic, the gas spring arm that I got. I got this on sale, but it was, like I said, the 26 pound. It was the higher one that was rated. I took it off the bracket over here. That goes over here like this. All right, the one that goes like that and it screws on. I took this off. And I had to, because of the project I'm using this for, I'm using this to hold my fish tank light, all right? And what happened was when I put this on like this, and I was trying to turn this, it was hitting into the arm, okay? And that was a real big pain in the butt, all right? So I took this off and I grinded this down right here with the grinding stone. I have one of those big grinding wheels that you can get at Harbor Freight or Walmart or something. They have the double-sided, the brush on the other side and the stone on the other. I forgot the name of it, but it's like a grinding machine that they have, that it's a tabletop one. And I grinded that down really easily, all right? But remember, there is it's not going to be painted anymore, okay, guys? And if you're going to be using this for any kind of moisture area, I would recommend coating it or doing something, because if you just pop it up there, I don't know how long your product is going to last. Being above water or whatever the case may be in a moisture area, okay? So you're just going to want to be a little bit overprotective of it, just so in my videos I like preventative maintenance. I like to just plan for the future, so we don't have to have that come up surprising later on. For now, this is just about the arm itself. These were the brackets over here. Like I said, I'm gonna that extend this to make this bigger. This way I can use it for my light fixture, okay? I'm gonna show you, let me show you my setup right here, because like I said, this will be an update on the 40-gallon breeder, I guess, and me using a light fixture, to hang up over there, all right? But let me put the light up here so we can kind of get an idea of, my plan. These are the brackets that you would use if you're using a bigger TV, all right? If you're gonna, using a bigger size TV, you would have to use this to get that 150 millimeter or 200 millimeter, I think they have, is the larger size, all right? But mine are gonna go pretty much like this instead, instead is the plan, all right? I got longer screws. I had to go get these screws from the hardware store. They do not have these screws at a Walmart. And they do not have them at Harbor Freight. Just to let you know, I had to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and even that is going thin. You might have to order these online where you are if you need an extended size. Just to let you guys know, because I looked around and, since theft is really up around the area in, wherever you live, it doesn't even matter where you live, theft is just up, in general across the United States. And, with prices that are going up so high, or, whatever the case may be. So there's a lot of theft, and the problem is that when you go look for small stuff like this, guys, it's mostly missing. They're not going to have the size, and they really don't reorder it that much. They do, like, sometimes a reorder after they do an inventory check, but that's only once or twice a year, and then if anything gets taken, that's it. It's all game. Like I said, they're not going to reorder it if people are just going to steal it. I totally get it. I'm not going to reorder it either. I'm just letting you know to take advantage of the situation when they have it, all right? But I had to get mine. Now, the length of yours, I'm going to go with 1.5 inches. See, you got these plastic spacers that they got also at Home Depot or Lowe's. Same thing. They come in small packages and they are ripped open all over the place. So I don't know how long they're gonna last. But you're gonna want to use nylon, because nylon won't be able to rust. Okay, it's gonna be good for salt water, or whatever the case may be, and not be putting any kind of chemicals inside your fish tank. All right. The length of this one is like 55 millimeter. Okay. Since this is going to be mounted in the middle, I think you can go with anything bigger than 50 millimeter, at least for my project that what I'm doing here. And this is called the M6 bulb. This is a 6 millimeter size, so it's metric, okay? This screw, that's what I'm saying. They don't really have it. This is called an M6 screw, I think, is what they call it, all right? and you're gonna find that at your Lowe's or Home Depot, like I said, in the metric section. And this one I got 55, or you could do 60 or 65 millimeter for, you know, the project at hand. Just make sure you're getting the right length, guys, because remember, you're converting, the nylons come in inch and a, you know, standard, and this was metric, so just we're all on the same page here. All right, so this way mine's gonna go like this, and it's gonna give a space. So this way, see what I mean? It's gonna give that space. This way the arm is gonna be able to turn, because I'm gonna have a problem. If this was too close to here, when this would turn, it's gonna hit into that arm. And you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about in a second. But first, let me show you what's up and how I tighten these on. Like I said, you got the bolt right there. Now, if you do not get the correct size, diameter, spacer, guys, you can always just ream it out with a screw. I used a 1/4 inch, and I went right through it, and now this just slips right on. The 1/4 inch slips right onto it, and then it's, you know, no problem. Now, guys, like I said, if you notice, I had to get stainless steel. It was at whatever they had, you know, for me to make it to work. All right, guys, see, there we go. So now I have the space here, 1.5 inches. See what I mean? Now, you can use this for any application or whatever, not just for this, especially this brand. Not all the brands are going to be the same from what I saw. So make sure when you guys are looking at the brand that you're buying, because I don't know what's going on or where you're going to buy it or whatever, but just make sure the brand is made properly right here, that you can bend this all the way. A lot of them, you would have to cut this or, you know, modify the top to make this be able to go flat for your application, okay, just to show you. All right, but now check this out. This is going to go like this, and now see, I can turn it like this, and like I said, that's the reason why I had to cut and grind that down up here. Now, I grinded it a little bit more than I was supposed to, because I didn't know if I was going to grind down this bracket or not, but I don't think I am. I think that's good enough, and I wanted rigidness, because the light is going to be 36 inches, not 32 inches. And that 4 inches, guys, you know, you can notice 4 inches with leverage could be a lot of weight. You know, 4 inches away from the body compared to holding it tight could be a big difference, is what I mean. Like when I pick up a newspaper, I have like broke my back before by just picking up a newspaper like this, is what I mean, is that the leverage, it doesn't really matter about like the weight like that. But anyway, mine's gonna go like this, see, and now I'm gonna use mine for the fish tank. Now we're gonna obviously get this done. Mine's gonna go like this, see, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to drill mine in like this. Now, I don't, like I said, I don't want to damage this fixture. Hypothetically, if I want to sell this, if I want to give it to someone or whatever, I am not a fan of people that modify this stuff, and then when they sell it, they think they deserve, you know, 90% of the price of it brand new. That's not really, I mean, you know, that's very rare that I'm looking for a Picasso painting, you know, that's all messed up, right? That's like really, really rare. In the general world, I want a car that's like, you know, completely stock, that I'm gonna fix myself. I like stock stuff, fish tanks, stuff like that. I just like to do the work myself. If you know my videos, and even if a lot of people like to customize their stuff, you like to do it yourself, right, guys? I'm just saying, I like to do it myself. That's kind of what's up here. Now, I had angle iron, or, you know, whatever you guys want to call it, corner bracket, angle iron, everyone has different names for it. I had this leftover from a job. I always have leftover stuff. That's why no one likes me that much, because I hoard stuff. But I don't just hoard stuff and then you leave it in the garage for 75 years. When I hoard stuff, I hoard like this stuff where I pull this out 2 years later and I'm going to be drilling and using this. All right, like that's why I love about when I hoard stuff, is that I look at this and I'm like, oh man, this went up in price like a lot. You know what I mean? I got this when this was probably, I don't know, I think this was like 20 bucks for the whole length. And now this is $30-something. Is what I'm saying, is that it's like 40% more than just what it was, you know, 4 years ago, or, you know, whenever I got this. That's a big thing. And if I have a bunch of these in my shed, which I do, 40%, okay, that I'm saving now every time I'm going to be using this stuff. That's why, You know, I know people hoard stuff, but you should hoard the right material, okay? Make sure you're hoarding the right stuff. Don't hoard stuff that is just going to end up in the garbage or is going to make more work for your kids or whoever's going to be cleaning out your estate. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, just hoard the right stuff, and then you're just going to be better off and more efficiently anyway, and not, you know, working the way that companies want you to work, you know? Because my idea was, I'm going to go like this, I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to have mine. All right, guys, that's kind of the goal that mine is going to be. Like I said, I'm going to use this. Now, since these are, you know, L brackets, or, you know, corner brackets or whatever, they're going to have strength to them, you know, rigidness, you know what I mean? They're going to have some strength being like this, and going to be able to hold up this light with no problem. If you were using something that was just flat, you know, feel this would be all flimsy, right? See how flimsy this is? But that is not going to be flimsy, at least for this amount of weight, you know what I mean? 20, 30 pounds, you're gonna have no problem with that. And now I'm gonna use these that the already come with the light fixture, these little things. I'm gonna drill holes in this, put that in there and tighten it on. And now I'm gonna use the fixture, you know, the design of it, not modify it. What's going on here is that I'm gonna, like I said, this is gonna come off like this, which is gonna be really cool. We're going to drill the hole for that size, put it over, and that's it. And then I'm going to drill this and attach it into here. And now this way, this bracket is, you know, is the only thing that's going to get modified out of the whole thing. All right. So the size that it seems like I'm going with is going to be 1364 should be the final size that I am going to be going with here. Oh, that's going to be awesome, guys. Look at that. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, very simple. All right, so I got a 1/4 of an inch bit next. I'm not going to go all the way through, all right, because I don't want to make it that big. This is just to ream it and get off the shards. That's it, done, see? Alright guys, I have a water marker that I use, so it's not, you know, doing anything. But I want to make the center line over here. I always recommend center lines, alright, when you're measuring stuff, anywhere, you know, just measuring the center line, putting it there. This way, when you're going to be measuring something up, you have your hands full, whatever the case may be, it's already there. You don't want to be like messing around, and then that's going to also remind you to center it also. So it's already there. So you're just preventing it, you know, from just doing extra work in the future is all I'm saying. I would recommend using, I mean, it doesn't even matter what you use, honestly. Even if you use stainless steel, it's going to rot, okay? So what you're going to have to do, it has to be coated. So if you're going to be putting screws in here, all right, on the other side, anything bare, I'm going to try to have marine paint. I'm going to try to order some. Maybe we'll do a review on that. And that's what I want to try to paint that, because I do not have anything that's kind of safe. I have paint, like oil paint and stuff like that you would use outside. But you don't want oil paint or anything. A drip of oil paint in your fish tank would probably wipe the thing out, okay? Yeah, all right, guys, we'll be back with the rest of the project. I got to check out what we're going to do to coat that, okay, first, because like I said, I want longevity out of it. So let me see what's going on over there. And then that's really it. That's all I need to do is coat something like that, and then I can, you know, figure out what I can do and put this on, and we can get this installed over my, you know, 40-gallon breeder. All right, so we'll be right back.